guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl at Fubidas vlog. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to like, do not forget to share, do not forget to invite others to subscribe, please. And most importantly, turn on the notification icon so as to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl again at Fubidas vlog. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to like, do not forget to comment, do not forget to share me out, please. And most importantly, do not forget to turn on the notification bell so as to get notified whenever I upload a new video, because this talk it will not end today. So, and I know you'll be interested to know the end of everything. So you please do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video like this, you'll be the first to know. So today I'll be talking. We'll be doing the normal interview with random people. Yes, let's talk one-on-one. So we'll be talking about some words that we might not be too familiar with. We might have come in contact with them probably in the dictionary, online, or somehow maybe in sentences or maybe in a book, but we are not too familiar with them. For example, we have Achilles heel. Now before I dive into what Achilles heel is all about, this word, then when I was in secondary school, my English teacher would tell me that know this word, know how they originated. Even went as far as telling us the origin, telling us a little story about it, and how to apply it in our narrative essay when we wanted to do our SSCA exam, our senior secondary school certificate examination. And then it was like, if you use it correctly in your essays, that the examiner reading your work or your exam or your paper will be so much interested in your work, and it will earn you more mark. So we were so interested in learning some of these words. So some of these words are Achilles heel. We have to cross the Rubicon. We have to Brutus. We have paper tiger. We have Oedipus complex. We have Electra complex, and so many others like that. Although some people call it Achilles heel, but the correct pronunciation is Achilles heel. And the literal definition of heel is the lower part of a shoe that touches the ground. So literally speaking, if you say Achilles heel, one might think that probably is the name of a brand of a shoe or something, but it's far from that. Achilles is the name of a person. So they are referring to Achilles heel, that is the lower part of Achilles leg that touches the ground. And Achilles heel really means somebody's greatest weak point despite overall strength. Now, during the time when Achilles was born, there was diseases, or let me say diseases that was affecting infants and children then. And Achilles' mother, now being a mother, she does not want to lose her child. So she decided to take Achilles to River Styx to do a kind of cleansing for him, so that Achilles will be protected, so that nothing will happen to Achilles. And when she got to River Styx, she held Achilles by his heel and dipped the rest of Achilles' body into the river. So, and mind you, Achilles' heel was the only part of his body that did not enter the river that day. And because of that, Achilles grew up to become a great warrior. He fought and won many battles. But there was a day when Achilles was attacked by the enemy, and while he was trying to run away, probably because the battle is too, there will be times when the battle, you might not be strong enough to to fight a particular battle. Not every time. It's not every time you will have that strength. So while he was trying to run away from the enemy, one of the enemy that were chasing him threw an arrow, a poisonous arrow, and it met Achilles by his heel, and that led to the doom and death of Achilles. So I said again that Achilles heel is somebody's weakest point or weak point despite overall strength. Now imagine Achilles that has been fighting many battles, that has been doing a lot of, he has fought and won many battles, and just that arrow meeting his heel, and that led to his death. So for example, you can use Achilles in what? For example, let's take for example a guy, a man rather, a man that is young, is charming, is brilliant, is handsome, he has everything, but he cannot let go of anything inside skirt. Maybe his own weakest point or weak point is women. So, and I think every one of us, nobody is created perfect, nobody is born perfect, so every one of us, we have our own Achilles heel. So it's just for us to know it, and just work on it. Let's just work on it. So I'll also be talking about Oedipus and Electra complex. Now Oedipus complex, I can say, is somehow or synonymous to Electra complex. Okay, Oedipus is also a story, but when you hear the word Oedipus complex, it is described as a situation where a child has this desire for an opposite parent and has this feeling of jealousy and anger towards the same sex parent. Now let me break it down. It's a situation whereby a male child has this feeling of desire towards his mother and has this feeling of jealousy and anger towards his father. That is the meaning of Oedipus complex. Now, an Electra complex is vice versa. It's a situation whereby a girl child has this feeling of desire towards his father and has this feeling of anger and resentment and jealousy towards his mother. So how did Oedipus complex came into life? Now, when Oedipus was born, Oedipus was actually born into a royal family, and in the olden days, sometimes they will call, in the olden days it happened that they will call probably the chief priest or the native doctor, or to come and consult his oracle and know the destiny of that child, and so on and so forth like that. So the same thing happened to Oedipus. When Oedipus was born, they consulted the oracle. They consulted the oracle. Oedipus marrying his mother and killing his father came out. Oedipus was devastated. He was confused, and he was not even ready to face the truth. Like, you mean the woman in my house is my mom, and I killed my father? Wow. So he could not just take it in. He decided to punish himself by blinding himself, and he decided to kind of vacate his own vicinity where he lives to go to the forest to stay. And because someone that has lost his sight will need assistance most in whatever or most of what he wants to do, or in whatever he wants to do. He decided to take Electra with him. Electra is his daughter, but we do not know if Electra was one of those children that Oedipus' mother gave birth to for Oedipus. But we knew that Oedipus took Electra with him so as to be assisting him. And while Electra was assisting the father, probably feeding him, bathing him, and doing some other things that one can do for a father, Electra started having this feeling for her father, like started having this desire of wanting to be her father's wife. So that is how Oedipus and Electra complex came into existence. Now we'll also be talking about paper tiger. Yes, we'll be talking about paper tiger. We all know that a tiger is a very dangerous animal. If you come in contact with some wild cats, we might not even be able to. We'll run back. Not to talk of a tiger. So we all know that a tiger is a wild and dangerous animal. But imagine if we have only the drawing of a tiger, like you draw a tiger in a paper. Is it harmful? No. Is it dangerous? No. So a paper tiger is actually seen as a nation or a person that looks tough in the eye. They look tough. They look harmful. In fact, they look dangerous in the physical. But inwardly, you see that they are harmless and they are powerless. A country can be referred to as a paper tiger. A person can be referred to as a paper tiger. Like a country who, at the mention of such country, people will shiver. Like mere hearing it. It means like mere hearing their name. One might be frightened, one might be scared. And probably it's because of the kind of name they carry or the way they appear externally. But inwardly, they might be powerless, they might be harmless, and they might not even have a good economic system. So any country that appear powerless in the physical, that appear powerful in the physical, that appear dangerous, but inwardly, when you look into them, when you look deeply into them, you see that they are harmless and powerless, and they have a very bad economic system. They can be referred to as a paper tiger. And it can also be a person, probably an uncle or an aunt, or it might even be our parents. Sometimes our mom can be a paper tiger. She might look tough, she might look scary, she might look dangerous. But when you are closer to her, it is the children that will say that, see, our mommy is just like that. She's just tough like that. Yes, we have people like that look tough. They look so tough and dangerous. But when you go closer to them, or when you dig deeper into them, you will know that they are powerless and they are harmless. So such people can be referred to as paper tiger. So that will be all for today. But in my next video, I mentioned something the other time. I said Etubrutus. What does Etubrutus mean? Does it ring a bell? And some other things. What of Romeo and Juliet? What do we know about Romeo and Juliet and many others? So in my next video, we are going to look into all those things and we'll draw our conclusion. So please do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for staying with me. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to share. And do not forget to turn on your notification icon so as to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you in my next video. Bye.